everyone, welcome back. Today I'm bringing you my TBR for the Royal Readathon. So I believe, even though I didn't take part, that the first round of this readathon, the prompts were based around the Disney princesses. In this second round, the prompts are based on the princesses' sidekicks. So I won't ramble too much, let's get started. The first prompt is Olaf, and the prompt is to read a book under 300 pages. I guess because he's short. I'm not sure. But anyway, I have chosen Where Shadows Rise by Amy Lawrence, which is a book I've had on my TBR for a while. This is a 4-book series, or maybe 5-book series. There's lots of fairies and fae stuff going on. It's set in Australia, which is cool. And yeah, I've had this sitting on my shelf for ages, so this will be hopefully a good chance to get into it. The second prompt is Mushu, and this is a pretty easy one. The prompt is to read a book with a dragon. So I am going to read Highfire by Eoin Colfer. I hope I like this. I loved the Artemis Fowl series, and I've enjoyed some of his other kids' books, but I have struggled a bit more with his adult fiction. But a grizzled dragon living in New Orleans sounds pretty cool, so hopefully this one will be good. I mean, dragons. The next prompt is Sebastian from The Little Mermaid, and the prompt for this one is to read a book featuring music. So I've given myself a couple of options for this one because I'm actually not sure if either of them feature a lot of music. So the two things I've chosen are Cinderella is Dead by Kalynn Bayron and All That I Know by Carrie Fletcher. So with Cinderella is Dead, I figure there's a ball, there's going to be some music somewhere, hopefully. And my theory behind this one is this is Carrie Fletcher's kind of memoir thing, and she stars in a lot of West End musicals, so hopefully there will be references to music there, and between one of these I will be able to fill the prompt. Hooray. The next prompt is Gus Gus, the little mouse from Cinderella, and the prompt is to read a cheesy book. So I have chosen Geekerella, which has been on a bunch of my TBR videos before, and I still haven't read it. I figure it would be cheesy in a good way. That's what I'm hoping. It'll be a nice, light, easy read. I've heard that it's light but really addictive, this one, so fingers crossed. The next prompt is Chip from Beauty and the Beast, and the prompt for that is to read a middle grade or children's book. So I have chosen Inkheart by Cornelia Funke? I don't know how to say her last name, but you all know this book. It's been around for ages. It is a good book from what I've heard. I've seen the movie and I liked it, but I believe that's a bit of a controversial position to take. I think I started reading it once before. I think I've got the ebook and I didn't enjoy it, but I'm hoping maybe physical book and, different time and place will make the difference. After that, we have a prompt for Hey Hey from Moana, and the prompt for that is to read a book with comedy. And I found this one really difficult because I don't generally gravitate towards humor, books where their main genre is humor. I read some satire and that sort of thing, but generally it's not really my thing. So I have chosen Shakespeare Undead by Handeland, which I bought off my friend secondhand for about $2 a little while ago. Look, it's got Shakespeare with a zombie leaning over his shoulder. You probably can't really see it, but Shakespeare has fangs in the picture, so there's lots of undead shenanigans going on. I'm assuming it's a comedy, and I might be completely wrong. The next prompt is Pascal from Tangled, which is my favourite Disney movie, by the by. And the prompt is to read a book with a colourful cover. So I don't own too many that have particularly bright colourful covers, but I do have Court of Miracles by Kester that has the ridiculously shiny cover. So I would say that counts. You've seen this one in my videos before and I still haven't got around to reading it. It's the Les Mis retelling with magic from Eponine's point of view. I have very high expectations for it, so fingers crossed. The next character is Abu, and the prompt is to read a book with greed, so I figure Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo fits pretty well into that one. I read Six of Crows a couple of months ago. I think I was talking about it on here. I didn't love it. I didn't feel it lived up to the hype, but I gave it 3 stars, and I've heard that this one's better. Regardless of what you feel about Six of Crows, you'll enjoy this one even more. So I borrowed this off a friend. I want to read it soon so I can give it back to her, but also so that I still remember what happened in Six of Crows. And yeah, hopefully I'm gonna really enjoy this one. So the next character is Ray, who it took me a minute to remember who he even is, which is a sign that I clearly need to watch The Princess and the Frog again, because I think I've only seen it once and it was at the cinema, so that shows you how long it's been. Anyway, the prompt for Ray is to read a book with death in it, and I'm going to read The Dry by Jane Harper. Again, you've seen it on this channel before. It's this like hugely popular Australian crime series, and I haven't read it yet. I did see the movie when it came out back in January, but I don't remember much, so hopefully that won't have ruined it too much for me. And last but not least, we have Pegasus, and the prompt is to read a book with mythology. So I am going to read Oracle by Jackie French. I have no memory of acquiring this book. I was looking at my bookshelf a couple of nights ago and it was there, and like it's obviously secondhand, like it's got the curled cover, it's got like a price in the corner which looks very Lifeline book fair-y. I don't actually know whether it has mythology or whether it's just set in ancient Greece. I think, judging by a couple of references I saw in some reviews, it could be an origin story for the Oracle of Delphi, so I figure that counts. And that is it. That's all the prompts and all my books for them. I'm probably not going to make it through all of them, but we'll see how it goes, and I'll be back for a wrap-up at the end of the month. See you then.